It'll definitely help out with the tuning, save you some money. Again, with the new ball studs, new ball cups, an adjustable top. I haven't broken one yet. I suspect I will, but I do have some replacements. So with this new setup, you can adjust the ball studs outer location vertically for roll center, as well as inboard and outboard. If you move it forward and back, you really need to check this angle, as that angle is not parallel with the drive shaft. So you need to you want to keep that as parallel as possible so that it travels in the correct plane and it doesn't bind up. So if I'm going to run the middle hole, the centered hole, I will actually flip it so that it's in the back and less of an extreme angle to the axle. You can run more extreme angles. It'll just cause it to bind up more, feel a little bit more stiffer. That is a tuning option. People don't really go with it, but it is a tuning option for roll center and camber length. Inboard, very similar design as a previous SRX2 with this inner camber link mount. Only this time now you can keep it in the car when you pull the gearbox out. So if you pull off that screw, and there's 4 screws on the back of the chassis. If you pull those out, you can remove the top half of the gearbox and then access the diff. It's really a benefit if you're running a gear diff. So you can, if you're wanting to change diff oils, that's when you're going to use it. There's not so much incentive if you're using a ball diff, because you can just adjust the tension on the thrust bearing, and that's all you need. New hinge pins. These are kind of a wider than what previously were. All the kits now are kind of going to a narrower design. Narrower design, again, is for low traction. So that's your compromise between not having a nice weight of your motor in the back, is having that narrower design so you can get more travel total. I've got mine set up different from the kit. I'm on a smooth surface, so I didn't need too much anti-squat, and there's plenty of traction, so I didn't need too much toe. So I'm actually half a degree anti-squat and 2.5 degrees rear toe. Really works for me. I like it. New shock tower. Shock tower is a little bit taller, so for the same shock length and installed height, you can get a lower ride height. Very critical on high traction stuff. High traction, if you're running a lower traction, loose dirt, soil type of outdoor racing, you can change everything around, try and get some of that grip back, but this car is definitely optimized for high traction. So your clays, your OCRCs, San Diego, carpet, turf, this car is really good right out of the box. Some of the more improvements, the new inserts for the rear hinge pin holders, a lot more adjustment, and they're the same front to rear. So if you're running in we'll call it the C block, everyone else calls it a C block, Serpent call it the front rear insert, and then the rear insert. They're the same front and rear. They push in from the back or front of the rear hinge pin, and only from the back of the front rear hinge pin holder. New inserts, they're indexed, so they don't rotate. The previous inserts could rotate on you if you didn't, or you could literally install one direction and one the other direction because they weren't indexed. The indexing helps just overall drivetrain alignment, or sorry, transmission alignment. So that keeps it more lined up. You have multiple adjustments. I'm running the 4-in-1. I'm running it all the way up for the highest gearbox height because I'm running real low heights, or ride heights. But overall, really good buggy. Much improvement over the mid-hybrid buggy. That covers it for this video. I'm going to bring out another video here shortly that is a direct comparison between the mid-hybrid and the Gen 3. But for now, this is just the Gen 3 view. If you have any questions, go ahead and hit me up. I'll answer them if I can, get you the information you need. And that's it for this video. Thank you.